Teddy's Secret Whisper narration, by Anna Manners. In a little room, filled with laughter and dreams, sat a fluffy teddy bear named Teddy. Teddy had soft, brown fur, shiny button eyes, and a smile stitched with love. Every day, he watched over Emma and Jack, two siblings who filled the room with joy and play. Though Teddy seemed like an ordinary bear, he held a wonderful secret. When the room was quiet, and no grown-ups were near, Teddy would come to life with a heart full of stories and love. Remember, Teddy would whisper to the children, "I am here to share tales of faraway lands, where peace and kindness reign forever." As the sun set and the room grew quiet, Teddy's eyes twinkled with magic, ready to tell his stories, ready to spread love and peace in the most enchanting way. Emma, with her eyes wide and full of wonder, gently held Teddy in her small hands. "Is it time for a story, Teddy?" she asked in a whisper, her voice filled with excitement. Jack, a bit older and always ready for adventure, raised an eyebrow, not quite sure what to make of Teddy's secret. Do teddy bears really talk when parents aren't around? He pondered aloud, his curiosity piqued. Teddy, feeling the warmth of Emma's hands, began to speak in a soft, comforting voice. "Yes, my dear friends. When the grown-ups are away, I have many tales to share. Tales of magical lands where everyone lives in harmony, spreading love and understanding." The children leaned in closer, their hearts open to the magical world Teddy was about to unveil. A world where every word carried the promise of peace, and every story was a seed of love waiting to bloom in their hearts. As Teddy began his tale, the room seemed to transform. Shadows danced gently on the walls, and soft, twinkling lights appeared, as if the stars themselves had come to listen. Once upon a time, Teddy started, his voice a soothing melody. In a land where the rivers sang and the trees whispered secrets, there lived creatures of every kind. They spoke a language of kindness, a language that every heart understood. Emma's eyes sparkled with imagination. She could almost hear the river's song and feel the trees' whispers. Jack, initially hesitant, found himself drawn into the magic. The skepticism in his eyes slowly turned to wonder as he envisioned the land Teddy described. And in this land, Teddy continued, every creature, big and small, knew the importance of living in peace. They knew that love was the greatest treasure they could share. The children were now completely immersed in Teddy's world, a world where peace and love were not just words, but the very essence of life. In this magical land, Teddy narrated, his voice like a warm embrace, the sun always shone with a gentle smile, and the moon watched over the night with caring eyes. Animals of all kinds lived in harmony. Birds with melodies sweet as honey, rabbits that danced with the breeze, and wise old trees that told ancient tales. Emma clapped her hands with delight, imagining the birds singing harmoniously. "Do the animals talk to each other, Teddy?" she asked, her voice tinged with excitement. "Yes, they do," Teddy replied. "They talk about the beauty of the world, share stories of the stars, and remind each other of the joy of living in peace." Jack, now smiling, added, "And I bet they help each other out too, right Teddy?" "Absolutely, Jack," Teddy said with a nod. "In this land, helping one another is the most natural thing. It's a place where every creature, big or small, feels loved and valued." As Teddy described this world of harmony and friendship, Emma and Jack's hearts swelled with happiness. They felt as if they too were part of this wonderful, peaceful world, where love was the language everyone spoke. As the moon rose high and stars twinkled like diamonds in the sky, the creatures of the land gathered in a circle. Teddy continued, his voice filled with warmth. They held paws, claws, and wings, sharing stories of the day and whispering wishes for tomorrow. Emma, filled with wonder, whispered, "What do they wish for, Teddy?" "They wish for the happiness of others, for the health of their land, and for the continuation of peace that blesses their lives," Teddy explained. Their wishes are selfless, always thinking of the well-being of their friends and their home. Jack, who had always loved the stars, looked up at the ceiling, imagining it as a night sky full of sparkling stars. "I wish I could be there with them, sharing stories under the stars," he said softly. Teddy smiled. "In your heart, you are already there. When you share love and kindness, you become a part of that magical circle." Emma hugged Teddy tightly, feeling an overwhelming sense of love and peace. "Teddy, your stories make us feel so happy and hopeful," she said. "And that, my dear children," Teddy whispered as their eyes grew heavy with sleep, "is the magic of sharing peace and love. It's a magic that lives in each one of us." As the night deepened, the room was filled with a tranquil silence. Emma and Jack, now in the world of dreams, carried the magic of Teddy's stories in their hearts. Teddy, watching over them from his shelf, knew his words had woven a tapestry of peace and love in their minds. He understood the power of stories to inspire and teach, to comfort and heal. "Good night, my little friends," Teddy whispered, his voice barely a breeze. "May your dreams be filled with the joy of peace and the warmth of love." And with that, Teddy closed his eyes, his work done for the night. In the hearts of Emma and Jack, the seeds of kindness and understanding had been planted, ready to bloom in the days to come. As the morning sun ushered in a new day, Emma and Jack woke up, their hearts lighter and smiles brighter. The magic of the night still lingered in their thoughts, like a sweet melody. "Good morning, Teddy," Emma greeted with a cheerful voice, looking at her beloved bear with a new sense of affection and gratitude. Jack, rubbing his eyes, glanced at Teddy and grinned. "Thanks for the stories, Teddy," he said, a newfound belief in the magic of Teddy's tales sparkling in his eyes. The children started their day, carrying the lessons of love and peace with them. They were kinder to each other, more patient, and saw the world with eyes full of wonder and hearts full of understanding. Teddy, though silent and still, had accomplished his mission. His stories had not only entertained, but had also sown seeds of compassion and harmony in the young minds. And so, every night, when the world is quiet, and the stars peep through the sky, Teddy whispers his tales of love and peace. For in the heart of every child who believes, Teddy's magic lives on, forever whispering the secrets of a kinder, more loving world. Teddy's Secret Whisper is a journey into a world where love and peace prevail. Through Teddy's magical stories, children learn the values of kindness, understanding, and the beauty of seeing the world through a heart full of love. Join us again for more adventures with Teddy, where each story is a new discovery, a new lesson, and a new chance to believe in the magic that lives within us all. Created with love and care, this book aims to inspire young minds to embrace peace and kindness. Perfect for bedtime stories or as a gift of love and learning, Teddy's Secret Whisper is more than a tale. It's a journey into the heart. For more magical stories, visit our YouTube at Kids Audiobooks author, Kids Audiobooks illustrator, Anna Manas. Special thanks to all who contributed to bringing this story to life.